Hey there everyone, and welcome to this week's market update. Last week in El Paso County, we saw a total of 196 new homes come to market. We saw 40 price increases. We saw 99 price decreases. 52 homes that came back on the market. That's homes that were under contract that didn't go all the way to close for one reason or another. We saw a total of 422 that sold and that got closed out completely. So some of these numbers we're beginning to see have become rather consistent. For example, 2 months ago, we were seeing about 120 to 130 price decreases every single week. And over the last 3 or 4 weeks, we've seen very consistently that now it's right around the 100 mark. So we're seeing less sellers that are having to come down on their price in order to get their home under contract. And this week again, we saw right below 200 new listings, which is something I'm not hugely excited about. I was really hoping that we could start getting more towards that 240, 250 mark every single week to help out with our inventory issue, because we do have a lot of buyers out there, a lot of people who are looking for properties, and just not a whole lot for sale. Also, with 422 properties that sold and that closed out completely, we're looking at strong sales numbers again, north of 400, but in the same breath, it's also whittling down the inventory that we do have. So going forward into the last 3 months of the year, how it continues to develop, how it's going to continue to affect our market, and we'll just strategize, I mean us as an agents, how we can really do our best to help the clients out. So recently I had a chance to attend an inspection, and while I was talking with the inspectors, we were just kind of going through everything that was going on with the house, roof, the sewer lines. I actually had a chance to learn something very interesting and something I just kind of wanted to share. So part of this inspection is my client got a sewer scope. That's where they take a video camera on a line, they put it through the sewer mains to see what the condition of the sewer main is like, what the pipes are like, to make sure that there's no intrusions, no shifting, no cracks in the pipe, because that's something you really want to know up front if there's going to be really expensive repairs that you can't see without a deeper look. And one of the things the inspector brought up is something she had just recently come into contact with. And that was that she was doing a sewer scope on a home that was only about 3 or 4 years old. And while the buyer's clients were slightly hesitant to get the sewer scope, they decided to go ahead and do it because, hey, 150 bucks can save tens of thousands of dollars down the line. And what she had actually discovered is the company that did the landscaping for them didn't properly mark out where the underground sewer lines were. And one of the things that had happened when the owner had their landscaping done, again, their sewer lines weren't properly marked. And part of what they did is they put up retaining walls, they put up a lot of stone, things that actually had quite a bit of weight. And there are actually specific kinds of sewer lines, specific kind of joints that you want to have in place if you're going to be putting a lot of weight on top of them. These homeowners probably didn't know that. They didn't take the extra steps to find out. And as it turns out, when they were selling their home, there was a separation at one of the joints, and it caused the sewer line not to work properly. And that turned out to be a repair that cost them thousands and thousands of dollars in order to make. Not to mention what they had to do with the landscaping afterwards, which I didn't really know, because at that point, you've got a giant mess on your hands. But again, it's always really important when you're doing any sort of maintenance, when you're doing upgrades or doing remodels, really do your homework to make sure you know what you're doing. Another thing is, depending on what you're going to be changing around, you can knock down walls, you can put walls up, but if you do anything like move electrical, move plumbing, move HVAC, add it, or take some of it out, those are things that also require permits, something that's very commonly missed. But if you have any questions on any remodel or repairs you're going to be making to your house, anything that you might be looking into, feel free to reach out and I can connect you with some professionals that will make sure that all of these things are taken care of, or in the very least answer some questions for you if you're going to be doing the work on your own. And as always, if you have questions about what's going on in your neighborhood, or a neighborhood that you might want to be keeping an eye out for in the future, you can always give me a call, send me a message, or send me a text. That concludes this week's market update, and thank you for watching.